sometimes simplicity can be a good thing when it's done right. And the Ozark 2300RBLE, I think, is exactly that. It's nice and open despite not having any slides. Everything is very linear and it's just clean lines basically everywhere you look. Starting off even with the kitchen, you can see that you have good countertop space right over to this side. I really enjoy that. And they still allow space for a large sink and 3-burner cooktop. It is going to be a thermoformed countertop, which is why they're able to undermount the sink. And they added a glass rinser over to the side. Now, this may not necessarily fall in simplicity, but I do like the fact they added it because just from pure functionality standpoint. You'll also see you have electrical outlet, USB ports here, also has an on-demand water heater. And instead of being in the bathroom, it is here. It's just nice and easy to access. Right up top, this is new for 2025, and I'm going to be honest, I'm not 100% sure what it is. And from what I'm seeing, I'm guessing you have a spot to hang some key rings here, then either a tablet or a book holder. But again, I'm not 100% sure on that. I will have to figure out what this is. If you know, leave in the comments, let me know what you think it is, because I'm curious what other people's thoughts are as well. Right up top here is a spot for a TV. Connections are going to be up top. And folks, I want to show you something. I am 6 foot tall. Look how much space I have in this travel trailer. This is 84 inches of head height. So if you're a tall person looking for a taller RV, this is definitely one you want to keep in mind. Again, even though it's slideless, it is so open. If we take a look at the drawers, I mean, you have drawers on drawers on drawers here in the kitchen. Ton of storage. You will see that the ductwork is brought through the furniture instead of the floor to keep the floor nice and clean. Even storage underneath the sink. You can see that there. Again, just massive storage all the way throughout, plus right here up top. And a huge window as a backsplash that just lets in a lot of natural light. Making our way back a little bit further, we'll get into this side in a second, but I want to talk about the bathroom because this is a rear bath. So you have a slider door right here, and then as we come in, toilet is going to be located right in the center. I have great shoulder space, excellent room for my legs, no issues whatsoever. It is a plastic bowl, so maybe something that you want to switch out in a few years. But again, we're talking about just things that are a little bit simpler. Dual vanity, that's just smart. I love that they did this. You have the bathroom space to do it. Why have just massive countertop when you can have dual vanity here? The only thing I wish they would have done different, in my opinion, is I wish they would have combined these in the center. So you have your medicine cabinet in the center and mirrors on the side. So you could have two people kind of getting ready in the mirror in the same at the same time. I find that's what my wife and I sometimes will fight over is mirror space, and they didn't really, I guess, overcome that issue. But overall, I think, again, they did a good job. Stepping into the shower, 6 foot tall, plus I have the vents up here. Folks, I have so much space in the shower again. Excellent RV for taller people. It's also a wider shower pan, so I can stand in here and shut the curtain, and I'm not touching the curtain. I have plenty of space between the curtain and myself. And so, if you're a taller person, a bigger person, the shower right here, I think you will really come to enjoy. As we make our way back out, the fridge freezer combo. So this one is a Furion. I'll open it up here just to kind of show you. This is going to be 12-volt compressor driven refrigerator. It is a 10 cubic foot fridge freezer combo there. And then right next to that is our pantry. Now, what I do like about this is it's adjustable. So it's giving you the option to set it whatever you want it to. Still have a lot of space underneath, which is great. Excellent spot to put shoes. Or if you have like a Swiffer, something like that, you can bring that along because as you can see, there isn't any carpet in here. And that makes it super easy to clean. And again, when we talk about simplicity, you get this big kind of L-shaped lounger, but take a look under the jackknife sofa. It's just open. And I think that's really smart because now you can just load it up with bins and you have super easy access to storage. I personally, again, really like how easy that is. It still drops down into a bed. So if you need that additional sleeping space, I mean, there you go, right? You have pretty good sleeping space. You actually have the length here. So it makes it a space where you can actually have an adult sleep, which generally is not the case when you're talking about a jackknife. Storage all the way across the top here as well. You will see some coat racks. I don't know They might be a little bit in the way if you hang jackets here. For anyone sitting there, it might kind of put their head up against it. But if it's sweatshirts or something, you know, I could definitely see where you would be able to get away with that. Also, storage underneath this section, I want to point out there is just an easy access door right here. So, you know, again, you can just swing that open, grab anything that you need. Then making our way into the bedroom, there is going to be a slider door. Right here in the center is the king size bed. So nice big bed. And underneath that, we open this up, and you can see there is a massive amount of storage. I mean, this does kind of share some of the storage space with the pass-through. You have this open as well, so you can put like some bins in there or just load it up with shoes, whatever you want to do. It just makes that super accessible. And then on both sides, you have nightstands, plus up top, you have wardrobes. Instead of having a shelf going across, it is enclosed storage, which is great because you can put like underwear and some other stuff up there that you don't want people seeing, you don't want to hang out. You have electrical outlets, USB ports on both sides, and TV hookup will be located right up here. So let's get into a little bit of construction on the 2025 Ozark 2300 RBLE, starting with the tires. These are going to be 205/75 R14 tires, and those are D for load range. The underbelly is going to be fully enclosed, insulated, and heated. And then if we take a look at the sidewall, I really like this. Ozark uses the highest grade of aluminum siding you can currently get in the RV industry. It looks nicer and it is going to be thicker, so it's not going to dent as easy. Behind that is going to be R7 batt insulation, and up top on the roof is going to be a 35 mil TPO roof membrane. Underneath that is a 5/8 inch decking, as it is a 3/8 inch decking, as it is a fully walkable roof. So let's get into the weights on this bad boy. Starting off with dry weight as equipped, this one is 5,257 pounds. And our GVWR is 7,575. So we have roughly 2,300 pounds of carrying capacity, plus minus 50 pounds. That's pretty darn good. 2,300 pounds is a lot of carrying capacity. So what that means is that's really going to alter what vehicle you need to tow this with. I personally wouldn't recommend towing with anything that has less than 7,000 pound tow capacity, just because you would be at too much risk to overload it, unless again you pack super light and put almost nothing in there. That being said, right up front here, as we start to talk about the features, you will see a 20-pound propane tank behind that. You have rails for your batteries right here. You will notice that there is individual spots for 2 separate batteries. It's already prepped for that, which is kind of nice. You also have kind of this diamond etch plating here helping protect that front end, and right above that is the smooth aluminum front, which not only looks nicer than a ribbed, but also is a lot easier to clean. We already talked about the aluminum on the side here. This again is going to be the highest grade aluminum you can currently get in the RV industry, not only from aesthetics and the fact that it has like a nice coating on it, but also the fact that it is thicker. Magnetic catch on here, and if you take a look inside, we can see that pass through as we saw inside. You have a couple different access points to this, both from out here as well as under the bed, and kind of on either side of the bed. You'll also see that this one is prepped for solar, so if you have briefcase, you can just go ahead and plug that briefcase solar system right on in. And making our way back a little bit further is the main entrance. You will see they went with the standard steps here. A little bit of a departure from what we've been seeing for 2024 and especially 2025. You know, a lot of the times it is going to be the solid steps. They went standard. The nice thing about this, though, is if you plan on building a deck, this is the preferable stairs system to have. You'll also see that you have the foldable grab handle. Power awnings going to be right up top. Electrical outlet out here. That tankless water heater we talked about is located there. And fresh tank fill is actually going to be there on the campsite. I don't mind having the fresh tank fill campsite as long as it's not the city water, because, I don't know, my garden hoses always seem to leak. Just don't buy enough new washers, I guess. Then right here in the back is the square tubular bumper. Attached to that is going to be a spare tire, and this is Yes, verified, it is a full-size spare, the exact same as we have. I like that they did that. Right up top above the big window is going to be your backup camera prep, and over to this side is the ladder prep. You can buy that ladder right from your Camping World dealer. It is a Lippert extendable ladder, and that'll allow you to climb up onto that fully walkable roof. Over on the other side here, this is where your city water will be located. I like that it's toward the back because this is generally where the hookups are. Black tank flush is back here as well, as will your cable hookup be. And then lastly, as we move right up here, this one does have a 30 amp detachable power cord. And if we drop right down underneath, that will be the location of the termination. Now, if this one is a little bit too big for you and you're looking for a rear bath that's a little bit lighter, maybe a single axle, well, take a look at this Silver Lake 1600 RBLE. I think it might be right up your alley.